Welcome to Reddit Read Along. Today's story is the time I did something very stupid for charity. This story takes place several years ago. The local Retro Gaming Society was putting on an event to raise money for feeding the homeless. And they had a particular game where you can pledge money to nominate somebody to have to take a shot glass full of capsaicin oil. Now, capsaicin is the stuff in peppers that make them hot. I'm not sure which pepper this was, but they were homegrown peppers, and I believe the person made them as hot as possible. So the night's going on. They only get a few people who get nominated, and so they're not raising much money through this. So they come up with the plan of, all right, if we can raise like $100 more, this person will also jump into it. And so they were able to raise the $100. So then I volunteered and was like, okay, if we raise another like 50, I'll join in as well to take a shot. And so we did. So in the end, we raised quite a bit of money, and then there was about 4 or 5 of us who were having to take the shot. And these shot glasses were filled to the top. And so we do the countdown, and we chug those shots. And instantly, the flames hit us. Mouth burning, throat burning, stomach burning, eyes watering, people coughing. One guy even ran outside and just started vomiting. And I think that was actually most people, either ran to the bathroom or ran outside trying to get air. I went out to my car because I had some water out there. The place that we were at, the arcade, did not sell milk, unfortunately, so I made do with what I had. I went outside, started drinking or gargling the water and spitting it out. Did not help, of course. It was just kind of making things worse almost. And this, we're going on about 5 minutes at this point, and it's still burning. I could feel it in my stomach. I felt like I was going to be sick. I was getting to the point where I was having a hard time even breathing. And so I was considering actually going to the hospital just in case, because I have asthma, and it was making it hard for me to breathe. But I toughed it out. I go back in, and now it's been about 10-15 minutes, and the other people who took the shots with me aren't there. And I was like, hey, so what happened? And they were like, yeah, they were not doing well. And so like their wives, each of them, they took them home. And I was like, are you serious? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, well, I'm not feeling all that great either. So I think I'm going to go too. So at this point, it's still hot, but it's more of a burning that's in my throat and my stomach, really. Like it was going through my digestive tract. And so I'm like, you know what? Let me go to the grocery store and I can buy some milk and stuff. So I go shopping. I go grocery shopping after all this and, pick up milk and just whatever I need. And I get home. All of a sudden, a second wave hit me. And I was like, oh my God, I don't feel good. So I had to run to the bathroom. I started vomiting. And then I was like, oh no, it's going to be coming out of the other end too. So I had to switch and switch to, as it's coming out, it's burning. I can feel my whole, butthole burning. My stomach and intestines were hurting and burning. And, I was like, oh, this might be worse coming out. I was like, why is it so hot? And so it was literally still burning my actual butthole. I could feel it. And so I'm like, oh God. So I go through that. That was about 5 minutes of pain. I come out, drink some more chocolate milk, and I go to sit down and stuff. And then I was like, oh God, it's coming again. So I had to run back into the bathroom. And the same thing happened. And each time it was just burn. I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. I don't want to do this. I am not going to do this again. Please, Lord. It's bad when you start praying. I was like, let me just get through this, and I won't ever do it again, Lord, please. And so throughout the entire night, About every 15 to 30 minutes, I had to run to the bathroom to either throw up or poop. And every time it burned whichever end it came out of. So yeah, it was not a fun night. And I saw the guys who took the shot with me. I saw them a couple of days later when we were doing another day of charity work, and they were like, oh my gosh, man, I was out for like that night and the entire next day. I just couldn't. It was just so bad. I don't know why I wasn't affected as much immediately, but I definitely did pay for it in the end. No pun intended. So have you ever done anything stupid like that? Like I said, it was for a good cause, but oh my, I am not ever doing that again. If you've done something crazy, even if it wasn't for charity, let us know in the comments below. And hit that subscribe button on YouTube and that follow button on TikTok. Or don't, it's up to you. And come back next time for another story.